Hey, hold on. Let me fix my background, yo, man.
Yeah,
Because
let me sort my shit.
yo, it was crazy. Yo, the week I had, bro. The week I
Alright,
had
cool. Yeah.
was crazy. It's
What's
crazy.
that?
The week I had was crazy. Had a crazy week, my brother. How you? How you doing, bro?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I had a good day today. You know what I mean? Work went well. We booked some money in. I feel happy. What we're saying, I went to the studio yesterday. You already
Yeah, I
know.
see you. I see you. And you
What
sent
else
me
is
the
there?
crazy video. I wish I had time to chop it up and send it to Trey. You sent me
Yeah,
the crazy video this morning looking like a rock star, bro. You
yeah,
was
shit's
out in the
happening, bro.
city.
Yeah, we made
You know what
some
I'm
money.
saying? I gotta love. I can't wait. I can't wait. You know
You're
what I'm
jumping
saying?
in.
Until I come over
Yeah,
there, man.
when
I'm
you get
definitely
over here,
locking
we
in.
got you, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
We're gonna
yeah.
bring you over to the
February,
studio. The
man. That was
studio's
the
ready for
plan.
you.
The plan is to be there in February, man, so we can shoot Buckingham Palace Part 2.
You got
That's the
that. The
plan.
studio's there, bro. The studio, you
That's
can
the
come to the
plan.
studio. Yeah, we'll show you how we do it over here, man.
Yeah, yeah, I'm locked in. I can't wait. I'm excited, man. I've been telling
Yeah,
everybody I might drop a 10, man. As soon as I said, as soon as I drop down, the love is so real. The love is
yeah.
been
Come
so
on,
real,
come on.
man. I can't
You
wait.
know,
You feel
real
what I'm saying?
recognized rule, man. Real recognized rule over
You
there.
already, y'all look familiar for real. Like I was saying, man, like yo, I didn't know if I was going to do this episode today, man, because yo, I had so much going on, man, in my personal life, man. It was crazy. You dig what I'm saying? I had so much going on and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like God is good, man. God is good. I'm just glad everything was able to be rectified and stuff like that, man. We moving on, man. We moving on,
All
man.
right, man. Yeah, listen, I didn't know you was doing this show. If you didn't know, I didn't know. But listen, here what? Since after last week, I said, yo, I gotta pay you back, right? I gotta pay you back. Since
Yeah,
last
man.
week. Yeah,
We
you
were
know.
so crazy too. We were so crazy too. I had a special guest lined up. I don't know if he got cold feet last minute. You know what I'm saying? But
Today?
blessings to him. It'd be hard coming on here sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
you got sit with me. But yeah, man, it was crazy. It was crazy. So hopefully he could come through. Hopefully he could come through.
Fair
If
enough,
not,
man.
it's so good.
Yeah,
But
what we
yeah,
rocking with today?
yeah, we had a
What's
lot,
up?
man. I had some things to discuss. I had a whole type of itinerary
Uh,
because like I said, I thought I had this type of this guest that was popping off, man. But yeah,
right,
I've been
right.
in this prediction league, bro. You know when we get together anyway, we just chat it
Come
up,
on.
man. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I just had this prediction league that I'm in, man. Shout out to my bros at Red Corner Boxing. You
Mm.
know, I've been in this boxing prediction league with them, man. I was doing good, man. The first 2 weeks I was leading. You know what
All
I'm
right.
saying?
What was the last? What was the last fight? Because
These
I ain't
last,
really.
man, yo, listen, these are all types of fight. Yo, whoever's putting this fight card together is
Yeah.
a mad scientist, man, for real, on some
Really?
real. You know what I mean? Because yo, it's crazy. Like these types, some of the fighters I've never heard of before in my life, and it's forcing me to go do homework. It's people
Oh,
that's
that's
like,
crazy.
yeah, it's
That's
crazy. Like
crazy.
people that only got like 4 wins and just coming out. Yo, they're
Nah,
not
son.
even from here. They're not even from the States. People get from like Japan and stuff like
What?
that. Man. So,
How are you
yeah,
supposed to predict that though? You're just
yo,
supposed to
I
watch
know.
them
So
both.
it forces you to go do
Yeah,
homework.
that's
You feel what I'm
crazy.
saying?
I
It's
love
like
that.
it's dope though. It's dope
Yeah,
though. I ain't even mad at them, man. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So shout
That's
out
for
to the
the
homies. Yo,
real boxing lovers can only
yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah. And shout out to my bro, yours truly, Trey, man, in the comment section. My brother, Troy,
Come on,
yo, Trey is
come on, son.
amazing, man. Trey is
Come on,
amazing.
Trey. Come on, big up, big up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
He be
comments.
keeping y'all in the same backyard. Y'all need to link up and chop it up. I'm gonna be with both of you guys anyway. When I do the city
Yeah,
acting crazy.
yeah. Let's
You know
lock
what
in
I'm
Trey,
saying?
man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Trey's a wonderful guy, man. Tremendous Trey,
Come
man. He
on.
does a lot on the back end, man. That's why we
Yeah,
always give him his flowers, man. Because well, I always give him his flowers. I really
come
don't
on.
know anybody else. You know
Take
what I'm saying?
recognition.
I know
Yeah,
what I was talking about. Yo,
yeah.
matter of fact, yeah, who say Red Coat? Exactly. Shout out to my guy, Mr. Neutral, the classy one. You know what I'm saying? The mad scientist is. Yeah, you heard me talking mess. You heard me talking mess. Yeah, man. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
That's my brother, the classy one, Mr.
My guy
Neutral.
Trey.
You know what I'm saying? We can be Mr. Neutral got something special. coming soon. We just gotta put it together. But when I say like this right here is it's gonna be a game changer. It's gonna be a game changer, and I get to do it.
Okay.
A wonderful gentleman by the name of Mr. Neutral. That's my guy, man. I can't say nothing more about Mr. Neutral, and everybody loves Mr. Neutral. If you don't, some
your energy got me off.
But back to Mr. Neutral, man. Yeah, he got this the show he put me in. He invited me in with some other special guys. You know what I'm saying? To be able to do this prediction league, and the prediction league is so dope, man. Shout out to all the guys in it. Shout out to Jim. Shout out to Classic with Mr. Neutral. Even the tail of the tape, Alex is in the building. He be doing it. He be locked in. That's, you know what I'm saying. So you already know he got it in. You know, yours truly Trey is saying that y'all gonna lock in.
Definitely.
You already know what it is.
Easy, man.
I rocks with you all crazy. Enema be over there.
Yeah, man.
Chilling. We gotta do Buckingham Palace too. Yeah, man. Listen, I don't.
They ain't heard it yet.
Yo, listen.
You feeling that?
Yo, man. Listen, man. I couldn't stop smiling. I was like, yo, we're gonna start some trouble.
All right, that's cool, man. I'm waiting to hear what you gonna bring it home, Mom. That's what I'm waiting for. It's not your turn. Yeah. I'm waiting for that.
I'm excited, man. The Commissioner's album coming through. I thought, yo, listen, man, with everything going on, man, in my personal life, man, I thought I lost my. You know what I'm saying? But we got it together. We got it together. By the grace of God, and we here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so man.
You already know. Yeah. It's about to be crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
It's competitive. Yeah.
Want to play Buckingham Palace? Yeah. They want to. What they want to hear? They want to hear music, or we doing music? We doing boxing? What?
Yeah, we doing boxing, man. But we, they might want us to play Buckingham Palace. I gotta cue that up. I gotta try to put.
Yeah, you got joints, man.
Yeah,
you still got that other one now. You can play Samson again. You got.
Yeah, I got. Man, listen. It's a lot going on. Like I said, I had a whole different type of show. I ain't even gonna hold you. I had a whole different type of show. Kind of low key. I'm not disappointed though. I'm not disappointed. You know what I'm saying?
You good. What's going on? But we got some big announcement in the UK. I don't know if you know much about it. You know Ben Whitaker?
Yeah, he just signed the Matchroom.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
My brain's just everywhere right now, but I'm totally locked in right now.
That's a big one. That's a big one, man. I didn't really know, but it's one of them ones where I'm thinking people are being really, really naive, which I think that was always gonna happen. Are you surprised, Trey? I don't think that's crazy news. People aren't thinking about it, because how I found out about Ben Whitaker was that he was managed by 258. Which is AJ's management team.
Mm-hmm.
So even when Ben Whitaker first came out, signed to somebody else, he signed to Boxer, right? He was managed by AJ, bro. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So he was always going to go to Matchroom. I feel like I'm the only person that's not surprised. For me, this was always in the works, AJ, bro. AJ. Like, we got to think about who AJ is for Eddie Hearn, Like, if he's managing New York, yeah, it's going to work. So, yeah, it's exciting news, though. Let's see how this goes now. It was always going to happen.
I mean, shout out to Ben Whitaker, man. I think the last time we seen him out, wow, crazy news, shocker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wow, Eddie going to make the star. He got the personality.
Yeah, bro. And to be, he does exactly. Yeah, I think Eddie Hearn, I think Eddie Hearn needs another star, because he's at AJ. AJ is on his way out. We will know his age has got maybe a couple fights left. Eddie Hearn needs another main man, so I think it's a really good match if you can match him up right. He's got the personality, like True said. Yeah, Eddie Hearn could put 100% into somebody. He couldn't put 100% into anybody whilst AJ is around. So I think if they can meet up with Ben Whitaker, yeah, man.
Nah, Ben Whitaker is a good talent, man. You know what I'm saying? I really rock with Ben Whitaker. I think he got the personality, and then he went against adversity against, I think it was Liam Cameron, right? He had that fight, and when I say everybody came down on him, you know what I'm saying? Everybody came down on him. Yo. It was horrible to watch, yo.
Bro, you're a G.
It was horrible to watch. How old is the young warrior? Hold on, I'm gonna find out how old is young warrior. I'm a softie. I don't know what it is, man. I think I'm becoming softer as I get older. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you're right though. You're right. And you know what? I was just having this chat. I just finished doing the boxing pod before. We were just talking about this, and I was saying this exact same thing. You know, it's like I don't know what the culture is in the US like, but in the UK, if a person that looks like us is really confident, they take that for arrogance and however, right? And the way how Ben Whitaker fights, really and truly, if we're honest, he's embarrassing people in the ring, you know, and not everybody's going to take to that really kindly. You know, sometimes you can see it in a really bad way, right? And, you know, so if he looks like us, we can kind of we've got more grace and relatability. If people that don't look like him, they don't relate as much and they'll see it as kind of like arrogant. Whereas for me, I see the skill. I see the skill in those reflexes, bro, because he's fighting against athletes. That he's not fighting against anybody. He can get really knocked out if he misjudges something, you know, he can get really packed. So he's taking that risk and using his skill, and it's entertaining. So he's risking his shit to entertain us. So I always appreciate that. But a lot of people didn't. And as soon as they saw a chink in his armor, like a chink, they crashed out on him, man. They crashed him. So he came through that. He came through that in second fight, Lee Cameron. So there's a little bit of two ways to look at it, right? So some UK fans are like, wait, why was he crying? Because he was crying and he did cry. You heard some ugly crying.
Hold on. Let's not rush that moment, because we got to give the young warrior his flowers. You know what I'm saying? We can't rush that moment. So before we get to the second fight, let's talk about the first fight. So with the first fight, when you seen that, and then I'm not even gonna lie. I thought he faked it. I even said he faked it. I was like, what's going on? I wasn't as hard. I wasn't as hard on him as others was. Everybody was like, "Yo, he's done. He's
this is so funny." I can explain that. Yeah, I can explain that.
Yeah, exactly. He reminded me of Emilio Augustus as well, the drunken master, Mr. Neutral. This is why I miss me and Mr. Neutral. This is, you know what I'm saying? We got something special coming up. Yeah, we be vibing on the old school junk. You know what I mean? Definitely.
You said before you faked it.
Yeah. So I said, I thought he faked it, man. I thought he faked it. So I wasn't coming down hard on like everybody else was. I just was like, yo, he got to right his wrong.
You had some compassion though. Do you understand a little bit why everybody came down harder than him?
Yeah, I see it. When you put yourself in a certain position and you be cocky and you fight a certain type of way, you garnish a certain type of level of, okay, people are watching now. Yeah. Now you got, you know what I'm saying? Then you got the ones that don't got no gifts, that don't got no swag. They gonna be the first ones to hate on you. They gonna be the first one. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Those ones, you know, the ones that just sit around, they look a certain way, they gonna feel a certain type of way. So when they watching this man performing and if they don't feel a certain type of confidence, you know how people are, man. If they don't feel good about themselves and they see somebody that's confident and showing, then they're gonna project a certain type of energy. It's just the nature of the beast. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not mad at them. You know what I'm saying? It happens. You know what I mean? But yeah, so when I seen that happen, then what got me was everybody coming down on him. I seen how hard it was. It was bad. It was really, really bad.
And you can see it from where you are, bro. So
it was bad. I was to the point. It was ridiculous when people were saying horrible. I mean, horrible things.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
And and Liam Cameron was eating it up. He was trying to get his good back, and he was eating it up. So this whole
you wanted that rematch.
Listen, he wanted that rematch so bad. People were saying like Ben didn't want it. He was going to spark Ben out. That, and the third. He went in there and he boxed a perfect fight. He went in there. The second fight, he went in there and he went in there and he won. There was no doubt in nobody's mind.
Maybe 2 rounds, maybe.
Yeah, that was it. It was no doubt in nobody's mind, and he didn't play around. It was nothing like this. Even his pop said something. I think you gotta check this out. Like he had learning disabilities and stuff like that growing up and stuff like that. This kid. Listen, man, this kid done. He's things he's been able to do, man. And then so of course he's just human. He's only human. He's
Yeah,
only
that
human.
is, yo, you got it, bro. You got it. You got
You
it.
got
That's
people saying that
exactly
this guy was going to beat him. People saying that he faked.
yeah.
You got all this type of stuff that came out of everywhere. Some people not ready for this. You know what I mean?
Do you know what it is, my bro? It's like, yeah.
Go ahead.
It's like you can choose how some people don't look at fighters as humans, right? And you do, and that's what it is. And some people don't. So people that don't can't see that what he's saying, because he's saying that really he experienced some real life shit, as in after that first fight, his friends turned on him. Like people that haven't experienced something like that doesn't know how that feels to have people that are your people turn on you. So when you don't really know and you don't think that these fighters are humans, you think they're just actors in the ring to entertain you. You think, oh yeah, why is he crying in the ring? It's only Liam Cameron. Like, you're supposed to be better or something, you know? But because it's a human, it's that outburst of everything, the amount of adversities he's had to go through. So my only thing that I say for him is just like, a lot of it has come from the way you chose to fight, the way you choose to fight, the style that you have. You know, you ruffled a few feathers. It's gone in your favor because you got this way, you got this far from it. You earn all of that money because of how entertaining you are. You know, it's got you here, but there's another side to it, and it's that, you know, as soon as you lose, people are going to look at you in a certain way because you pissed a lot of people off. You're a lot more successful than a lot of people. You're a lot more talented than a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people can't even dream of doing what you do. You know, so, you know, there's a lot of people that's going to look at it that way. So people that don't see him as human, that's the people that are attacking him as, no, but yeah, man, it's hopefully, you know, Eddie Hearn takes him to the level that he needs to get to, and he has some good fights. You know, he might lose another fight. He might lose a fight. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with that or anything, you know. Fans really like losing fights, then go quiet.
Yeah. Fans and media are ruthless without soaking in facts, then go quiet when they're proved wrong.
Big facts.
Yeah, agree with you 100%, Mr. Neutral. Yeah, they were cruel on the kid. They was down on the kid, man. It got to the point where I was like, wow. So when you seen that emotion and stuff can't come out like that, man, it was good to see. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see because you know he loved the sport, and you know what I mean. So I'm glad he got good people around him, even though he lost the fake ones. This is what you needed to cut the grass, and the snakes would show.
Yes, that's the best way. I 100% agree. That's what you need. That's exactly what you need. You know, it can happen at any time. So you're better getting it right and get your circle right, and that's it. That's how you're gonna move, man. But yeah, man.
Yeah, man. They talking about there's some other stuff going on in boxing,
in the States.
Nah. Over where you are, man, it's starting to heat up. They got the press conferences going on. Everybody's going back and forth. They're getting a lot of press. You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy, what a fight! Yeah,
Unfinished business, man. Unfinished business. Every time you see this guy popping out, every time I go on, everybody talking about this fight is already split.
Is it? I got mixed feelings about this fight, man. I got mixed feelings. I didn't really want to see. I didn't really want a rematch. I feel like the first fight, right? That was a movie, bro. That was a movie. The way the dads came out, like Stone Cold at WrestleMania when he opened the door and like, I don't think boxing, they really, that night was incredible. The ring walk, the fathers of history, that's the type of thing you only do once, man. You don't really need to do that again. But Jake Paul and Tank is really happening. So that's made me appreciate this fight a lot better.
Word of mother.
I can't complain about this fight, bro. If Jake Paul versus Tank, this is some boxing shit. So yeah, we'll take this one, man. You know, let's go. Who do you think's got it?
Yo, I don't know. I ain't gonna hold you, man. I really don't know. The first one was so exciting. I wanted to see Conor go back down to 147 and probably, you know, compete and grab a belt. You know what I'm saying? I know they could pay Mario Barrios some type of money and put him in there. I think he washes him. I just wanted to see him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
going back for the money though.
But this is the money. It's all about the money. It's all about the money.
Yeah. For him, he's like, the belt might be there another time, but you know, if you don't take this fight, you're getting the money, man. You're getting the money. Prize fighting, right?
That's what it is, man. It's prize fighting. Yeah, I was looking at this. Yo, people still talking about, Canelo and Crawford, and they bringing in the kid. Yo, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
They're bringing in the what?
Yeah, people just appreciate what they got. Right, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate what we got right here in Terrence Bud Crawford. I was one of the people that said, they make size for a reason. They make weight classes for a reason and all that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And he defined the logic. You know what I mean? I get it. What certain people are saying. You know what I mean? But nah, you get credit for this. You get credit for this. Regardless, never you get credit for this. You know what I mean? So, yeah. You tuning in to Tank and
yeah, man. I guess so. Like, to be honest, it's like I watched Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, bro. If anybody tunes into Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, you can't really complain about Jake Paul versus Tank. So, like, yeah, it's got my intrigue. I'm not tuning into Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson. No.
Yo, it was messing me up because I was trying to find this picture in here. I was trying to say, I was like, there's no way we don't got a picture of the legend in here. You know what I mean? But shout out to Manny Pacquiao. I heard he's in talks to fight Rolly Romero.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for that belt. I'm like, what is going on here? Do you want to see the champion Manny Pacquiao back in the ring? Talk to me.
He looked really good against Barrios, Didn't I think he looked good?
Listen, if anything, they should have been doing that, running that back. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I hear that they moving, for a fight maybe in beginning of the year. You know what I'm saying? Pac-Man.
I really, really think Pacquiao and Floyd should fight, man.
I mean, that'll bring all types of doubt. Yo, people say they won't watch it, but they will tune in and watch.
Floyd Mayweather's Manny Pacquiao, of course, bro.
Part 2, they'll watch. People will tune in. It's not going to do what my brother Floyd would say, record-breaking numbers. It's not going to do record-breaking numbers. But I'm sure people would tune in. Come on, man. People tune in.
Well, I'm not really that comfortable watching Manny Pacquiao fight these young fighters. Obviously, he's still fighting. He's doing his thing. He's really done against Barrios. But
they want to make history. They want to give Pacquiao one last belt, one last hurrah. Maybe he needs some money. Pacquiao got to pay. Pacquiao, when Pacquiao, when Pacquiao, you know what I'm saying?
You're right.
He got to pass out bread.
You're right.
You got to feed everybody. Mr. Neutral saying December 6th in Texas, Manny Pacquiao versus Rolly Romero.
That's it.
Yeah, that's crazy. End the year off with a bang. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, Rolly just come off a win.
I want to see the Pac-Man get hurt. And I know people look at Rolly like he's somebody that, but any given Saturday, Rolly can hang with the best of them. We seen what happened when people was thinking that he was going to get washed against Ryan.
Yeah, we heard that double left hook.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, oh shit! Ryan didn't want to see him after that. He was running away.
He made it look like Ryan didn't belong in the ring with him. Like there was levels above. You dig?
Ryan didn't want to be anywhere near that left hook. Everyone was talking about Ryan's left hook. Jesus, when Rolly hit that shit, Ryan was skidding across the ring, like he's like, ooh, into the corner, like sliding on the floor, like, oh shit. You heard it because it wasn't that weird fight where it was outside in like Times Square.
Yeah, so they're supposed to. And then Devin handled business. Devin did what he was supposed to do. I had Jonathan Foreman on here last week, and we was chopping it up, and he was like, we was kicking in. He was like, yo, listen, I would listen to Mr. Neutral. Mr. Neutral said Pac takes Rolly's belt, Floyd takes it off, Pac, Floyd retires, bigger legend.
That's the play. I hope Floyd sees that. I hope Floyd sees that.
That's how I see it, Mr. Neutral. If it happens, but it ain't gonna do record breaking numbers.
It would, bro. It would. Hey, listen.
You think you'll do record breaking numbers?
Read the play again. It's been built. If Pac beats, wait, listen. If Pac beats Rolly, that's already a big deal. Think of how huge it will be.
Yeah, that would be historical. It could be historical, and then he could call out Floyd. But I'm talking about the Floyd still is number 2. You know what I'm saying? He's still up there. You know what I mean? With the highest gates. You know what I mean? So,
what's the highest gate?
I'm trying. I believe wasn't it him in McGregor?
Oh, McGregor.
Yeah. Hold on. I got fact check that. I
feel like there's one. There must be a bigger fight we're missing out. Or don't say no Jake Paul shit. I don't want to hear that.
Now, but I'm saying, hey, listen, you know,
because Netflix is subscriptions anyway. It's not like
I said, yeah.
Yeah, it's a PPV makers web stream. See, he knows. You gotta think about it. Think about to get to that fight. How Mr. Neutral set the play will be for Pacquiao to beat Rolly Romero. That will already be the biggest story in boxing in itself. That Pacquiao set a record for his age. You know, like George. Would he be older than George Foreman? Right? Is he older than George Foreman when he won it? I don't know. Is he? Yeah, if he's older than George Foreman, that'll already be huge.
Cool. Yeah, Mayweather. That's how it goes right here. I got the list. You know what I'm saying? Pay-per-view buys: Mayweather versus Pacquiao, then Mayweather versus McGregor.
So they got the number 1.
Yeah, and then De La Hoya versus Mayweather. And after that, Mayweather versus Canelo, Mayweather versus yeah, you know. You know what I'm saying? Has some UFC joints, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, he killed that shit.
Yeah, Floyd. Yeah, shout out to Floyd. You know what I mean? I'm trying to run down this joint right here. They got this whole list. I gotta tap in that. You know what we want to do the next time, right? Because the next time, everybody, first of all, thank you everybody for tapping in. I gotta say that from the bottom of my heart. Shout out to everybody. I can see y'all right there in the corner. Thank you for everybody for tapping in. Shout out to everybody in the comment section. Mr. Neutral, man, what's going on with you, my brother? Much love and respect to you, my brother. Hold on, I'm about to. But yeah, shout out to you, everybody that just. It's been a crazy week for me. It's been a crazy week, man. But I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart for stopping through, coming through and chopping up with your boy. There's a lot going on. I had a special guest that was supposed to come through. But you know, things happen. And I wish him well. I hope everything is okay. But I had a whole different type of show set up.
Yeah,
I had a whole different. But it's all right.
Can you get it back? Can he come back next week? Can he do this show?
We'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? We'll figure it out. I just hit Mr. Neutral on the hip. You know what I mean? But something else that's going on in boxing. A lot of things is going on in boxing. These gentlemen announced that they was going to get it.
Ooh, I like it.
In January. That's what
I like it. I like it, man.
You know what I mean? Before I get over there, once again, everybody, thank you so much. Everybody that's tapped in right now, man, you could be anywhere, you could be doing anything, but you're locked in with your boy right now, and I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. This is season 2, episode 2 of the Commissioner's Recap, hosted by your boy Ray Trilogy. Before I get into the next segment, I almost forgot. I gotta do a shout out to D-Rock Clothing real quick. Yeah. Once again, everybody, thank you from the bottom of my heart for, tuning in with your boy Trill, and my bro Vamp. You already know how me and Vamp rocking. You gotta go check out Buckingham Palace on my Transformation of Trill tape. You gotta go check out Buckingham Palace with Vamp. Part 2 coming out on the Commissioner's tape. You dig? I'm dropping the Commissioner's tape. So Buckingham Palace 2 will be out on that. And it's crazy. I don't know. I might give y'all a sneak peek probably on the next episode or something. Yeah, I mean, but it's really gonna be dope, and I'm gonna be out there with my brothers. You know what I mean? But love. I got somebody else who's gonna be popping on here. Our brother who was chopping it up with us. He's gonna be coming up. So I'm gonna save the next topic. But yeah, everybody, like I was saying, man, you can go download my new single, Trill Fiki. I'm dropping a video for that.
Yeah.
Really soon, actually, really soon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Quarterback in that joint. I'm gonna do it fun. But like I said, Trill Fiki is out right now. And why not do the promo for that? Yeah.
I was going for it. I was waiting for it to drop. I was about to start rapping.
Yeah, man. I know we was clowning earlier, and you mentioned this earlier, but are we? And I mentioned something like the last time I had the last episode, I had kicking off the season 1. I had the brother Jonathan Foreman on here. Good brother. Dope brother, man. I can't wait to have him on again. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to do actually a personal. What's the name? I got a lot of questions about him. Got a lot of questions about his uncle. He is the nephew of the great George Foreman. So I definitely want to lock in with him again. This time we got a chance to lock in and just chop it up about boxing, which I thought was dope. But yeah, so we got a chance to talk about you know what it was.
I thought that picture was real. That's not real.
Nah, it's not real. This picture is real. This picture is real. We was just.
What do you think, bro? What do you think?
Listen, like I was telling the brother Jonathan, if anybody, man, if you missed the last episode, it was really a dope episode. Please go to iBoxing Hub and you can go to playlist and you can chop it up and go and watch the old episodes of the Commissioner's Recap. There's really some good work. There's really some love there, man. That's all I do is show love, no hate. You feel me? And you go and chop it up. It's gonna be dope. It's really gonna be dope. But yeah, I was chopping it up with the brother, and I was saying about this. Tank been saying and been alluding to him wanting to get out of the sport. And you know how I feel. You can't have foot in, 1 foot out. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You got to be 100% committed. You got to be 100% dedicated, or you can get hurt. And that's what I was saying. So if he's talking about retirement, why not cash out and get some bread so you'll be able to take care of your family and set yourself up for life after that? You know what I mean? I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? Then he was talking about retiring and shit, like retiring, and after this, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad. I don't got nothing bad to say. You know what I mean? Like, get your coin. You know what I'm saying? There's fights that I wish we could have seen.
Oh gosh.
There's fights that I wish we could have seen. Yeah, let's talk about it. There's fights I could have seen, want to see, like with either of these two gentlemen. I would have seen him get it on with. I would have loved to see him get it on with Devin. I remember he said he had a hit list of people that he wanted to.
Bro, even Loma, bro. Loma was there.
He had a hit list. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely, and it's sad to me. You know what I mean? Because as a fan, I wanted to see how he do. You know what I'm saying? Good or bad. I just wanted to see how he fares.
Yeah, but he didn't want to lose, man. He didn't want to lose.
Yeah, look how, like we was just talking about with the Ben Whitaker situation. You see how that situation be? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it be like that sometimes. It be crazy.
Hey, Trey, don't do this. Don't do this. Because you could. Hey, hold on. Trey. What you're supposed to say is Fury fought Ngannou. Why did you say AJ? Why did you say Fury? Big up Mr. Neutral, my G. Why did you say He said AJ fought Ngannou, the guy that dealt with
And
Ngannou
Fury.
the way a boxer's supposed to deal with. You say AJ first, the guy that Fury lost to Ngannou, bro. Ngannou beat the crap out of that guy. We watched it. We all saw what we saw, bro. And you say, hey, AJ fought Ngannou. Why? He knocked him the hell out.
Yo, he was alluding to where we knew what type of fight. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a UFC guy. You know what I'm saying? You already know what it is.
But he beat Fury, bro. Why we walking? We beat him, bro. He kicked his
on
ass.
the records, we think he beat Fury, but on the record book, that's the only thing that matters.
Listen, there's a boxing and they had a fight. Boxing is a business, bro. The UFC fight was there. In the fight, we both saw their faces, bro.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I thought he beat him too.
Yeah,
I thought he beat him too, but yo, it is what it is.
Can you really imagine? Can you really imagine, bro? If they gave Ngannou the belt, like if they really had box, the whole sport would have been finished. He would have. AJ saved the sport. Let's be honest, because people really thought, based on what Ngannou and Fury happened, it was more, bro. You can check it. It's not a lie. When there was literally a poll, people thought Ngannou was like higher Ngannou to win. Ngannou was the favorite going into the fight. You don't remember Drake putting down $1 million on Ngannou knocking out AJ?
Yeah. No, it's the Drake curse. The Drake curse.
When we saw how the fight happened, we was like, oh yeah, of course that was gonna happen. But really and truly, how Ngannou and Fury happened, we had Fury's telling us he gave Ngannou everything he had. Fury hit Ngannou with his elbow. Ngannou didn't even shake. So we thought that it was gonna be some crazy shit. AJ, pat, 3 right hands, the fight's over. 2 minutes of fighting and you need oxygen from the ambulance, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? That's how a boxer dealt with you. So they put respect back on the sport. Now all of a sudden we're saying, raw, maybe some of these boxers can get in the cage. Do you know what I'm saying? Because before we was like, nah, there's no way any boxer can get in the cage. But now the way we saw AJ landing his shit, hey, I think Crawford could get in the cage. What the hell? What? Terence Crawford, he wrestles, bro. Like he will knock your shit out. So yeah, he put boxing back on the map, bro. There's my rant, bro. Trey, well done for getting that out. But yeah, Fury fought Ngannou.
Yeah, I'm glad you was able to get that off. It's like you were holding that in for a while. I
had to hit that. Pop.
And shout out to everybody who tapped in right now. You see my brother Vam getting very passionate about the AJ and Ngannou.
AJ's my guy.
Ngannou saving AJ saving boxing.
What? Do we not agree? Do we agree?
I got you. That was a big moment. That was the big moment. Yo, shout out. I can't even deny the facts. Yeah. It was what I was about to talk about, and before we went into break, and we had to give D-Rock his props. It was something that I seen, and it was these gentlemen was getting it on.
Come on, that's a skillful fight, man.
For January.
Is that official? Is it signed?
I don't know if it's signed, but I heard they're trying to get it on for January. Anything can change at any time. You know how it be.
Yeah. What weight is it?
140. I think that Shakur Stevenson's going to challenge himself, and he's going to move up.
Oh,
Mr. Neutral, you see that fight?
Oh shit,
Mr. Neutral,
you're on mute, bro. Yeah, I was wondering why he hasn't said. Keep going. There you go. There you go. Say something.
Turn the volume up or something.
Oh shit. Yeah, okay. Jump back on.
Yeah. Jump back in. We got you, Mr. Neutral. Don't even worry about it. Just the technical difficulties with Mr. Neutral, but we're gonna make it happen. I gotta get Mr. Neutral's opinion. Yep.
Yeah, he said 140.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ooh.
For the takeovers belts. Yeah. This is gonna be a good fight, man. It's gonna be a good chess match.
What, Tio has a belt at 140, does he?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Number when he got off of him and Barboza got it on. You know what I mean?
Who's your money on Tio Shakur? Who you got?
I haven't dissected the fight yet. You know what I'm saying? But skill wise, here's the problem. I see Tefimo Lopez, he gets on my nerves, and I'm gonna explain to you.
Let's hear this a lot.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna explain to you why.
Well, he gets on my nerves as well, but probably for a different reason.
Yeah, I mean, now I'm not talking about, I'm gonna keep it strictly boxing, right? He fights sometimes to the level of his competition, it seems like. Or it seems like, he only shows up for the big ones, right? Yeah. Or sometimes he's like mentally. Sometimes I don't know if he's mentally all in there. You know what I mean? I know Shakur Stevenson is locked in. Yeah. I know he's locked in. You know what I mean? Yeah. So Mr. Neutral.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Clean. He's got a mic working properly.
I forgot to plug my mic in.
Yeah, now you're clean. You went for no sound to the best sound.
Yes, big up to you, Commissioner Trill Dollar Bill, for having me on your show once again. And Vamp, is it Vamp? Mate, I've been loving your points all night, mate. Absolutely smashing it. Absolutely smashing it.
Shout out to my brother Vamp over there in East London.
South
London, excuse me. South London. Holding it down.
Got this.
I think it's yeah, I'm looking. Yo, you know what's so crazy? I was trying to look at this thing and find other pictures. I don't think we got other pictures of the young warrior. Mr. When you see this, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Super lightweight affair, WBA belts. This has been talked about for a wee while now. And both have been talking to each other on Twitter. Shaq was saying my side is signed. Tio's been saying, well, there's me signed it. Let's get it on. The rumors are there. January, I think it's going to happen. I think it's 90% done. Just get the wee trinkets done. And Bob's your uncle. We got a smashing 2026
start.
That's
a sick fight, man. Oh shit.
Yeah, man. When I see
Where is it? Vegas or some shit?
Nah, it's got to be either that of MSG.
It's got to be in Brooklyn. You got to be in Brooklyn somewhere. It got to be in. Yeah, it got to be in Brooklyn, or it got to be. Yeah, because they're not unless the takeover is feeling some type of way, and he's like, yo. Because he's from New York, he's the champion, so he should be able to do it in Madison Square Garden. You know what I'm saying? Because he is the champion. You know what I mean? But say
King of New York,
yeah. But
do you think he'll do good numbers?
Here's the problem. Here's the problem.
Styles, right?
We're gonna love this fight. This is our fight. This is our fight. This is. You know what I'm saying? Like there's different types of fights. You feel what I'm saying? So this is our fight. This is the boxers. We in the boxing. We do this.
I'm going to watch this fight every day for like a week.
If you're a fan of boxing, you're gonna watch this fight. If you're a boxing fan and this is your sport, you're gonna watch this fight. Now, when we talk about doing well, Vic, you know what I'm saying? When we talk about doing well,
oh shit.
When we talk about it, then we got to be real, right? We got to say, like, in order for it to do well, we need casuals to get involved, right? And I don't think that these guys pull in the casuals like that. You know what I mean? It's going to have to take something. It's going to have to take something. The promo bag is going to have to come out.
All these guys are real season or anything like that.
They're going to have to make their run through media, but still, I still don't think that it catches the casuals like.
Wait, is it some sort of Ring Magazine Turkey shit?
This could be the thing. It's bang in the middle of Riyadh season in January.
No, but is it a Riyadh season fight? Is what I'm asking.
Riyadh season is the event, if you like, but Riyadh season in boxing only runs from October to March. So this fight would be bang in the middle of a Riyadh season. It could well go to Riyadh yet. Let's hope it doesn't. Otherwise, it'd be a Ring Magazine event, and then you've come back to the money situation, and you go.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I'm asking that, I'm just wondering if it's like some sort of Turkey event, right? And there's some money behind it, you can get a good undercard, and then it's a big.
I mean, what I'm saying is still, even with the good, that's for us.
Okay.
It's very much
This fight is for us.
Yeah.
So when it's for us, it does well, but it's not going to do record-breaking numbers.
Okay. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? This circus fight, I bet you will do more numbers than this fight.
Yeah, but it's on the Netflix, bro. This is anyone that's got a Netflix account is gonna watch it.
Listen, even if this was
you are right. Though.
You feel me? Put these same fights on the same thing. The casuals make record-breaking numbers. That's what the casuals do.
Yes,
sadly enough.
And that was
I know what I'm watching, boy.
It's the that's to me when I see this fight, I'm like, this is an exciting fight. Teofimo Lopez, he's athletic.
Yeah, bro.
The boy can crack. He can crack.
I would say at this moment it's probably 75% going to be in Riyadh. I've seen as Top Rank don't have a broadcaster at the moment. That would and to be fair, Turkey has sort of taken away this A-side status from matches now. It's very much an even keel as far as promotion. With the exceptions of your Canelos, your Tanks, and your Crawfords. Everybody else, maybe AJ, he's a bit separate. More or less, everybody else falls into the Turkey Riyadh season bracket.
Yeah,
man.
I just want to see the fight, bro. I just want to see the fight, and I feel like the winner of this could become a superstar, man. But it's the only thing is that nobody's gonna get knocked out. So then it's just like, all right. But it's going to be one of them fights that I know I'm going to rewatch all the time. I enjoyed watching my favorite fight of the Stevenson Zepeda. I watched that fight over and over because I was enjoying that fight so much. Like the action that Zepeda was bringing out of Shakur, some amazing boxing, man. And what was the main event of that card? I can't remember. That was the co-main of something. What was the main of that card? The Stevenson Zepeda card. Who was it? Was that?
Yeah, it was co-main. Oh,
who was the main? It was that America. Was it in Vegas? It was like that was the co-main.
The shout out, shout out to Shakur Stevenson. I'm not mad. They was
Night of the Kings or something.
Yeah, it's gonna bug me, man. I'm gonna Google it later or something. Unless someone in the comments
get it right now, man. Get it right now. Do it right now.
Trey, help us out.
Make it happen.
What was the main event of that American card? The Shakur Stevenson and Zepeda fought in the co-main. That was a good card.
So Mr. Neutral, I like I was saying with the Teofimo Lopez, like I think he's very athletic and the boy can pop. I think he gets in his head so much. I gotta lean towards Shakur.
Yeah.
I gotta lean towards Shakur because I just think mentally, not even skill wise, because you know what I'm saying. Like skill wise, we get it. You know what I'm saying? He's there. You know what I mean? But mentally, and this is a mental sport. He don't think he can be beat. He thinks he's the best. Like he thinks that he is the second coming of TC. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford and Floyd and Andre and all that. Yeah, this is what he thinks. This is what Shakur thinks. He thinks that's where he's at.
Right. You're right. You're 100% right.
And I seen Shakur went from calling everybody out. Look. Shakur thinks he's playing the fast one. He ain't pulling the fast one on me. I get what he's doing though. You know what I'm saying? I get what the homie's doing.
Yeah.
I think you're absolutely right. Out of the two of them, I would say that Shakur is mentally stronger because if it wasn't, if you remember, it wasn't a couple of years ago. You got Tio in the ring. Have I still got it? Really questioning himself, and mentally for me was a bit weaker. You know, especially after the George Kambosos defeat. So for me, Shakur Stevenson, although he's been criticised for some of his style fighting, he's unbeaten. He doesn't believe he can be beaten, which is all the ingredients you need to be a champion is that self-belief. You know, some people don't like it. I love it because, you know, I've been in boxing for as long as I'm a wee boy. And you cannot get and rise to the top without self-determination and belief. And no matter how you program it, you're not going to satisfy everybody, you know, out there. I think he's mentally. I think he's stronger, technically stronger. The William Zapita fight, as you say, that was the Alberto Puello Subriel Matias co-main feature, if you remember, with Zapita and Shaq. So that was that event. Yeah, it's just that these two have got a very, very set, hardcore set of fans. T on one side, Shakur on the other. They don't attract a lot of the casual fans, unfortunately, because, you know, T.O. for one thing, he puts a lot of people off with it, you know, his extreme comments, to put it lightly. And you've got
look, Mr. Neutral. I was trying not to mention that. I was trying to.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I'm sorry.
I said it from the start.
We might
as well. We're on the show.
No, you good. But I didn't want to be biased. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, you can't. It's not a case. I mean, I'm Mr. Neutral. I'm right down the line. I see it. You know, I'm not the hero there.
You guys ain't being fair. You guys ain't being fair. Y'all doing the hard word out there. Y'all
gotta see how it is. You know.
Yeah. But I can't back. Let me just say that's why I really want Shakur to win. Man.
Yeah, I know. You see what I'm saying?
I really. Yo, I hope you're a bit nervous.
Yeah, that's it. Listen. Trust me, man. That's in the back of everybody's head right now, man.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? A little bit is the AJ Fury, right? People are messing around. If AJ Fury happens, right, there will be a little bit of a UK. Things will start flying. I don't know if you pay attention, Mr. Neutral. No, in this country, there's a lot of tension a lot of the time. When AJ Fury comes out, there will be a certain section of people that, boy. But I don't think that fight will happen anyway.
I think it will.
Really?
I think 2026 we're going to see that.
I'd be shocked. But
I mean, it's a shocker to think, but let's not forget it was 18 months ago that, you know, this fight was very, very much on, and it was put off from. We remember the debacle with Wilder 3 in getting the trilogy that AJ was going to fight Fury in Saudi Arabia, and Turkey has not forgot that, and that's a massive moneymaker. UK, America. And
but they both have to get in the ring, bro. If it's only up to AJ, then yeah, I believe it will happen. But they both have to get in there, bro. Someone's saying they're retired.
I don't think these two need a warm up for this fight. It'd ruin it. A warm up would ruin it.
Yeah, someone's losing, right? But someone won't look good.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it next year.
What, next year?
Yeah. I think if they're going to do it,
also already not fought for over a year, right? So they'll both be 2 and 3 years out of the ring or something. 2 years.
I would say start of Riyadh season 2026. Probably
listen, Mr. Neutral, I want to believe you, but nah. Yeah, nah. I'm not letting that fight. That fight has controlled me, man. That fight. Listen, shout out to Trill Boxing Bros, right? It was AJ versus Wilder. That's when I picked up into the Boxing Bros. In the AJ versus Wilder shit was crazy because I really wanted to hear the American perspective of that, right? So that was you lot had me though, man. That was sick, bro. AJ Wilder. That's both the fights I've given up on. AJ Wilder and AJ Fury, man.
Shout out to Mr. Styles, man. You're a real one.
Come on.
Love. You know what I mean? Yeah, I remember when you tapped in, man. Boxer Bros, it seemed like many moons ago. You know what I'm saying? Many moons ago. But yeah, we used to debate about that, man, and see what was going on, man. I know it was actually at one point in time in life, right? There was actually one part of time in life when I thought that Deontay Wilder would beat. Hey, stop laughing, Vamp. Okay, everybody.
Not me.
Yo, this was a while ago. This was
you will never know.
This is right before he fought. You know what I'm saying?
Which one?
Bird the first time.
Oh,
when he fought the Bird and got the belt the first time, I was like,
he boxed his head off, right? He boxed his head off.
I was like, yo, this guy right here, I think he got the goods and he could beat the AJ. Because at the time, AJ was more like a robot for me. Like Andy Ruiz would say, he was robotic. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was for me. His punches seemed stiff. Like he seemed like, he feel like I felt like he needed to get loose. You know what I mean? He needed to get loose. And I felt like he finally got loose when we seen him in the rematch against Andy Ruiz. And he boxed Andy Ruiz's head off for them 12 rounds. He got my respect after that. But it was once in a part of time. Yeah, that's when I remember AJ became, you know what I'm saying? Because I made him realize that he loved this sport. And he was willing to go in and try to go get better so he can.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Remember, everyone was saying he can't box. He's not going to be able to outbox.
He went out there. If you watch that fight, he put on a Muhammad Ali-ish performance. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Let me say it.
Yeah.
I think boxing will come to regret that fight never getting made. At the time, it should have gotten made when they're both unbeaten. That was such a shame.
Gosh. Listen. That put
he had
together
the wrong people in his ears, Mr. Neutral. He had the wrong peoples in his ears, man.
The two sides did. I mean, Shelly Finkel, God bless him. He sort of gave his soul away, and he sold Deontay, you know, like a bad stepkid to AG's team. But AG's team, for some reason, just didn't push it through, which convinced me that at the end of the day.
No, you think so? Because there wasn't the offers were coming from Matchroom.
Listen,
right?
So they were trying to make this fight happen, and they was gonna listen. Lou DiBella, I've never heard. Look, this hurt me, right? This is what made me realize that with the boxing business. You know what I mean? This boxing business is crazy, right? When he fired Lou DiBella for trying to get him generational wealth.
The DAZN deal, right?
This was going to be $150 million from what we heard. You know what I'm saying? Like what we heard. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. Allegedly. This was supposed to be $150 million deal.
How do you say no?
And somebody else was talking in this, and that was generational wealth right there. And somebody talked him out of that deal. I don't know why.
Wait a minute. Think about this. We're talking about $150 million deal before the Saudi money, bro.
Yeah, this was before
This was, bro. That's how big this was.
I think it was 50 each.
Yeah, for 3 fights. Yeah.
It was like Dominic Brazil was in part of the deal. It was like a 3-fight deal with DAZN.
That's right.
Put 1 fight Dominic Brazil and then 2 fights with AJ. 100 mil guaranteed. How?
150 mil.
Because it wasn't like he was earning that kind of money.
Fight. He didn't want the Brazil fight at all. I don't know why, because he went on to beat him later on.
Yeah.
It was just, you know, that stupid things like that stopped probably the biggest heavyweight fight, in my opinion,
100%
since Lewis and Tyson.
100%. It was exactly UK versus US. That's exactly what I was looking over. Our cultures would have come over together.
Shout out to everybody.
Thousands.
I gotta give a big. Don't mean to cut you gentlemen off, but it's so crazy. I gotta give a big shout out to everybody that's locked in with us. I even getting text messages too. I'm getting text messages from people, and they were
what's
saying,
the feedback? What's the word?
They said, you know, they rocking with us. You know what I mean? But they were saying it was loyalty. So, like I would like to call it, diluted.
What for Wilder?
Loyalty, you know, to PBC, Al Heyman. They were saying, you know, he would have had to go over into zone and over there to make this 3-fight deal happen, and he didn't want to, you know, be disloyal. You know, so they was saying maybe it was loyalty that played.
They
That's
just
craziness.
got $600 million up front from ESPN and Showtime. And he couldn't betray them. It was them that didn't want to have DAZN to have anything to do with it. So there was all these serious, but to us, ridiculous things that got in the way of that.
Yeah, and you remember that. But okay, so what's your opinion on that? Hey, we offered him 50 million.
It's depending who was going to handle the money at the end of the day. Was it going to be DAZN PPV or was it going to be Showtime?
Yeah, it was never going to work, right? Because they say, hey, 50 million, take it or leave it. Where's the proof of funds? We don't have the proof of funds.
Exactly.
Take it or leave it.
When somebody's got control of the expenditures that come out of the profits and don't declare them to the other side, all these mistrustful issues start to come in.
Yeah. We got
ladies and gentlemen, yo, this is a big pleasure. Like I told everybody earlier, I had a special guest, right? Somebody that I had a lot of respect in for, you know, Marv the Great. Yo, it's good that I got you on here. You know, usually my show is an hour, but I got the okay to keep it going and keep it moving because I got you on here, and it was me and you. We were supposed to lock in. Really gonna lock in me and you. You dig? I got some people here with me. If you don't mind them, it's Mr. Neutral.
Cool. Yeah.
How you doing, Marv?
I'm doing good, my man. I don't know VX, but good to see you as well, man. Nice to meet you.
No, we're good, man. Thank you.
I'm gonna move this. Yeah. I'm gonna move this around so we can.
Marv, bro.
Yeah, we can move this. I'm trying to move this. There we go.
Hey,
we got you. Yeah, I'm trying to learn the layout of this whole thing. You know what I mean?
You got
it. Perfect. Marv, I had a whole bunch of questions for you. Because you, Marv the Great, I must say, you are a big personality, my brother. You are a big personality, and you get a lot of love. And what comes with that lot of love comes a lot of hate as well. And you've been known as being controversial, known to be controversial. A lot of people would say you're probably the most controversial person on X. You know what I'm saying? Or these Twitter spaces. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to give you, I wanted to clear some things up because I feel like watching you from the outside, people don't get a clear view of you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like to do on my show. You know what I'm saying? Not only do I like to talk about boxing, I like to clear things up, and I like to give people their flowers, and I like to show love. I had some questions for you. I must say, what was the first fight that made Marv say, "I love this sport"?
Oh, that's a good question. The first fight that I can remember is when I was a kid and I watched with my dad, Nigel Benn versus Chris Eubank, second fight. This was the first one. And,
how old was you?
Must have been like 7, 8, kind of something like this. And my dad was a big Nigel Benn fan. So in the family, we were Nigel Benn fans. And in this case, I think it's more like it was kind of a working class versus high class. And I'm from a very working class background. And I remember my dad being very angry with the result. And I think for this reason, I've definitely carried that with me whenever I see what I consider to be an unjust decision. and then I'm very in pursuit of justice for it for the rest of time. But yeah, this was a great fight, and we really liked Nigel Benn, which was that kind of warrior. He put his heart on his sleeve and just threw, you know. Since then, obviously, my tastes have changed and grown and all that, but we really love Nigel Benn. And this, I remember this one. Also, we listened on the radio because we didn't have a huge amount of money. We had Oliver McCall and Frank Bruno, one of my favorite fights. And I loved Frank Bruno. He was one of my favorites as a kid as well. We were so happy when he won because he's just like at the time, he was just like all of us, you know, just a regular UK guy, and we really loved him. So yeah, it was. I'm sure Mr. Neutral knows a bit about all that too, being British as well.
Yeah, so, my man Vamp is from the UK as well.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's UK love. It's UK love. You know, I'll be over there soon. You know, I'll be over there soon. You know, that's my home away from home. You know what I'm saying? I was just telling Van, we was chopping it up earlier, and I said, you know, I'm gonna drop a tear as soon as I touch it down. As soon as I touch it down, I'm gonna drop a tear.
Yeah, man, we got a lot to do in the jazz.
Marv, you know another thing why I rock with you so heavy. I rock with you so heavy is the love that you have for your son, you know, like, because you know I'm big on the kids. You know how I am. I'm like, I melt. As soon as somebody mentions my kids, I could be, you know what I'm saying? That's how people know my weakness. Like, I'll have a problem with somebody and they'll see me, they be like, Trill, how's the kids? And then that's how they get started. That's how they get started.
Toughen you up.
That's the same for me. Any fighter that I have a problem with, and then I see them with stuff with their kids, and I'm like, oh no, I can't give them anything anymore. Like it's the same. I respect present dads, and you know, for all of dads out there that actually put it on the line for their son, then those kind of people always get love from me, even if we don't see each other eye to eye and things like this. I'm a big fan of the present father.
Yeah, I really love the bond, and I love the fact that you're not afraid to share it and show it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people used to get on me like, why are you sure? Because I wanted people to see love. I wanted them generally to see love, and that's what I get with you, Marv. I got a question though. It's really personal. Would you want your son to box if he wanted to? If this was something that he wanted to do, would you be like, yeah, I'm with it, or would you?
The way that I am with him is that I try to let him find the things that he really loves to do. He's told me he wants to go with me. We go together to the boxing gym, but my wife is a little bit against this happening. She's like, no, he's going to be a doctor. I say, no, he's going to be the next Teofimo. But in general, if he likes to do that, I'll take him there. Whatever he likes to do, I go with it. I try to get involved, and if he want to see something, want to do something, then I'll be there behind him, with him, whatever he decides to do. And he knows I love boxing. We've been together to the expo. You know, he met Riddick Bowe and Teofimo and some others, and he really liked that. So, you know, if this is what you want to do, I just got to make sure he boxes like Mayweather and doesn't take too much punishment, and then my wife won't kill him.
You go. Definitely. Can I ask something though, Marv? I feel like there's some sort of I'm not too familiar with your work, so I feel like there's some backstory that I've missed out. Are you really controversial? Somebody fill me in on what the.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta follow the bouncing ball, my brother. We finally got the bouncing ball.
Yeah, because I want to keep up with everything that's going on.
We're gonna get to that. Speak to.
I guarantee there'll be some area that we disagree. There'll be one.
I'm happy. Listen, that's fine. I love that.
Me too. As long as it's respectful and comes from a position of actual
the words right out of my mouth.
Of boxing, I can always talk with anyone about anything. It's just it depends on the way that it is presented. You know.
Respect above everything, man. Respect above everything.
Delivery is everything.
All right, cause dope. Here we go. Well, like we were saying, like Van was saying, I had to find my notes. Van, you threw me off. You're one of the most controversial personalities on Twitter/X. You know, I done had run-ins with all types of fighters. You know what I'm saying? From fighters to
They all bums.
to fans. Listen, I remember you even made fight hype, Marv. You even made fight hype.
I was on fight hype.
Yeah, you was on fight hype. Believe it or not, I gotta find it. Fight hype used you in TCs going back and forth.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, with Terrence Crawford, you going back and forth.
Oh yeah, I had one discussion with him, and it was but it was nothing so bad. It was
it went viral.
Yeah, I said I thought Teofimo is better than him, and he said
you said you didn't say nothing bad, Marv. You can jump right on.
Yeah, but we live in a day and age where that is controversial in itself, and that's so wrong.
Yeah, it's a boxing opinion. No, it's still my opinion, and he never decided to prove me wrong. His exact wording in reply to me was pathetic. He said that Teofimo lost, so he's better than him. So he's better than Muhammad Ali. He's better than Muhammad Ali. I don't think so.
That was just a lazy. That was probably you probably couldn't believe that you said that, and that's just a lazy rhetoric.
Lazy return answer. Speaking of your opinion, Marv.
Yeah.
Since I got you here, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of your opinion, because you do have some real opinions and some opinions that, you know, get people going, right? You've been attacked over your opinions when it comes to this sport. Yeah, you have. People, even low lifes, I might add, it fired me up. First of all, I gotta be 100 with you, Marv. I was teed off, and I was upset, and had me punching the air, Marv, where somebody had the nerve to try to insult your child over your opinion.
Yeah,
on boxing.
Who was that?
A low life. Many people who can't handle regular banter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that they're cowards. But please, Marv, tell me how that makes you feel.
Oof. Well, if anything, I don't mind if people say stuff about me because I can give back the same. It's not really a problem. But I think that we always have to leave kids out because I can handle people, you know, saying, "Oh, you're skinny, you're whatever." You say whatever. I'm nearly 40. I don't really give a fuck about this. But when it comes to kids stuff, I think it is ridiculous. And I called out a few of the people because I go to the fights when I can. I've been to Vegas a lot of times. I've been around, and I always post as like, you want to say that, you can say it to me, and then it can go in the wrong way, and it shouldn't go like this because it is essentially just a boxing opinion. It's you don't like if I think that someone is an idiot or below a discussion with me, I simply block them and I never see them again, and that's it. I don't really see the point of bringing people's family into it, and even if I don't like the people, I'm never going to talk about the family. I think this says a lot about a person. If you're going to bring up kids are innocent. Kids don't know, and kids don't need to. And they don't need to do what you do. This is the thing. I don't want my son to see that. I don't want my son to use X. I don't want my son necessarily to be polarizing. He can do what he wants to do, but I don't want him to get involved in that because, you know, when you're younger, maybe you can handle that a lot less. I had a few feelings. I felt rage at first. I wanted to get the people and, you know, but after a while,
I wanted to get them with you.
I'll find you. I'll find you.
Yeah, I've said this to some people. Actually, I think somebody shared one of my audio responses on X a while ago. But when it's after a while, I just forget about it and just realize I'm blessed. I've got, you know, a great life with my son, and everything in my life is incredible. I can't be upset about a few comments. You know, it's just a social thing.
And just to be clear, bro, this is all to do with your boxing opinion, nothing else.
It's just I mean, it would be discussions. One thing about me is that I will never insult first. And you could find that Air will never insult first.
No, but there's nothing else to it, but this is all just boxing. Like boxing is all that you put out. People responding to your boxing opinion with insults to your children.
I believe so. I'd have to go back.
Losing.
I've had a lot of arguments, so it's really hard for me to remember everything.
Marv,
I wouldn't be surprised the internet is like that, buddy. That's low.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marv, while you was here, I wanted to ask you a question. I mean,
Yes.
you are, to me, you are Teofimos Lopez's number one.
Hold on, Mr. Neutral. We're gonna get to that.
I beg your pardon.
I'm gonna have you come in. Though, because Vamp had a good question, because Vamp was trying to. He said, "Is there something where he said that you garnished some hate? We're gonna get in the hot seat, and I'm gonna give you a chance to explain yourself, Marv. Because listen, I've been on Spaces. Let me ask this question. All right. I've been on Spaces, and I have had to defend you, Marv.
Yeah, let's get it. Thank you, brother.
For real, because I feel like there's a certain type of bond, like us dads have, and I think the type of camaraderie me and you have, all we do is encourage each other. You know what I'm saying? You show me massive love. Anytime somebody says my name, I look, and it's like, I love Trill. You know what I'm saying? Trill, man. And every time I get a chance, I say, Marv's the greatest. Marv's my man. I love Marv. You know what I'm saying? And I'm fighting with people on Black Twitter.
UK Black Twitter, US Black Twitter.
US Black
UK is okay. UK.
I'm fighting with people, and I'm going to get to the reason why, right? You've been accused of being a racist, right? And I've told plenty of people there's no way hell Marv is a racist. You know what I'm saying? I can show you the context and the love that he has showed me. There's no way that no racist is going to be giving me this much love. So I'm just going to say this. You've been accused of being a racist because of one of your favorite fighters, Teofimo Lopez, made some remarks that many found to be hurtful. Did you agree with his statements? And how did they sit with you?
Which statements in particular are you
with him calling the fighters monkeys?
Of course, I do not agree. Of course, I do not agree with that.
Thank you. I just wanted to clear that right out. All right. How did it sit with you being called a racist, bigot, or whatever these people wanted to term after those came out? Just because, you know what I'm saying, you didn't agree with what he says. I have to make it clear once again, Marv never agreed with what Teofimo said in those comments. I had to put that out there. I know it's like beating a dead horse. You got to keep explaining yourself over and over again. But I just had to say it right here. How did that feel? Especially the love that you showed to Black fighters, African American fighters, or whatever they want to call it. How did that feel? You know what I'm saying?
I don't mind if people have an opinion, as long as it's like based on some form of something that I might have done. And in this case, I did nothing. And also, I mean, I know they always tap into that, I'm not racist, I got black friends. But the point is, right, would you, as a racist person, invest money and your time into fighters that are of that race? I don't think any of you would do it, right? I mean, let's say, for example, you're not going to go to a country of the people you don't like. You're not going to actually turn up an event.
You're not going to buy their merchandise.
I've got Floyd Mayweather hat. I've got over there, you can see Kamel Moulton shirt over there. I've got Antonio Tarver's figure signed over here.
Listen, we know you support the sport, Marv. We know you support the sport, Marv. We know that you're there at all the fights. You actually go to fights. You actually buy merchandise. You actually support fighters. You're actually, what people would say, is a super fan. You keep the sport going. You're one of the people that keep the sport going. You bring a certain type of energy or something like that. So that's why I
wanted to add, though, where I can understand where those people are coming from. I do get it to an extent, because it just so happens that it's bad luck that the fighters I don't like a few of them are Black Americans. And I think so. Then I think it's like easy to then think, oh, we don't like black fighters. It's not actually true, but it's what people would think. The kind of like amount of dislike I've posted on Devin Haney over the last years, and you know, like so I didn't dislike Crawford. In fact, I never really disliked him. I just thought he didn't fight anyone. And now he has. I gave the respect. I went to the fight for God's sake. If I really hated him,
come on, that's tough.
Yeah.
Well, Marv, then I think maybe it'll give you a chance to kind of clear it up a little bit and make it clear. But like maybe touch on. I know you say you don't agree with what Teofimo said, so maybe touch on what you actually think of what Teofimo said, because I think just this is my assumptions, because like I said, I'm not in spaces or anything, so this is what I'm learning. But what I'm assuming is that Teofimo offended a lot of people, right, with what he did, and how he does that, because he does do that quite often. That he talks about bananas, he talks about the black fighters top rank when he wasn't getting, they just love black fighters. It's a thing. It's not just a one-off thing with him, right? Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe you can clear it up, but maybe I'm just assuming a bit. Is it you as you are a Teofimo Lopez fan, and maybe it's not enough to say that you don't agree with it and that's just it. So maybe it's a case of you actually expressing what you think of how he does it, because like I said, it's not a one-off thing with him. So obviously you're a fan of his craft, and he's a sportsman, so you're a fan of his craft, but obviously there's a personal side to it. So maybe clear that up. Maybe.
Well, yeah, that's a good point, because I mean, I didn't say those things, and they're not of my belief. They're not of my belief system. It's not what I would say. At the same time, if it like, and I don't think it was necessarily right to say that kind of stuff. And obviously, you're going to upset people. I mean, that is obvious. In terms of being a fan, I mean, I've liked him. I like the craft, and also like the person. I've met him a couple of times. He's been super cool with black, white fans, all kinds of fans. And so, for what I see of him as a person, he's been extremely accommodating to me. Now, if we put that on the other side, so let's say I go downtown, I sit with Devin Haney, he's lovely of me. He still made that comment about never losing a fight to a white guy. But had we had a good relationship, me and him, I wouldn't agree with it. I'd not condone it, but I wouldn't turn my back on him neither. And this is just about me as a character, that, you know, if you do something shit and you're my friend, I'm still your friend. I might tell you. You know, if Trill comes out there and he goes down the street and he beats up a couple of, you know, white guys outside, I'm not going to say to him, Trill, this is it, you're racist, we're not friends. I'm going to say, I'm going to ask him, like, why'd you do that, man? I mean, but I'm still his friend. I'm still feel a sense of loyalty.
I hear you.
It's my code of way of life is if you're cool with me, I'm cool with you, and I will never be different. If someone's, especially if you yourself have put yourself out there and done something for me that's made my life better in some kind of way, or enhanced my experience, treated my son really great, which he also did. If you've done that with me in any kind of way, then I'm indebted to you in another kind of way. I'm not going to turn my back on somebody that's been great. And
so
that's
I get it. I respect it. Can I just add one more point, sorry, Tro? So just to get to you, I believe, so maybe for you to help you understand these others or whatever, I believe that Teofimo offended people a lot, and because of how you are with him, I think a lot of people are projecting that offense that they took from him onto you. So maybe I can't speak for what they say in terms of your children and whatnot like that, but maybe, I don't know, and I don't know how you are when you're online as well, so I'm not vouching for any of that, but
I'm the same.
I'm sure you ruffle people's feathers, and I'm sure you probably enjoy doing that.
It's if people do that with me, I am also. You know, obviously in this chat, all three of you are very nice, so it's how I am. But if somebody pushes me, I will obviously push back. I'm not gonna like take that.
Exactly. You ain't no punk.
I just never understand how boxing opinions can get people.
Yeah, because people get passionate. Yo, Vamp, you got to understand it. Yo, passion. This is what I learned about doing the Boxing Bros and doing these shows, I learned that there's a thin line between passion and aggression.
Oh, there is. There really is.
That's
I think
true.
Line.
If I can just say that,
Yeah,
you know,
Mr. Neutral, I was going to swing it right to you.
yeah, if I could just say that, boxing, it brings out the best and the worst in people. And for having an opinion, being a fan of a boxing, especially a British man abroad, Marvel, you live in Mexico, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mexico.
so you're over that hemisphere. You're somewhat detached from what people are saying over here anyway, to a certain extent, and
Yeah.
yet you got the, all right. Teofimo Lopez sold his brand with controversy. Let's not mix it up. He went out there to offend on purpose because
Yeah,
knowing
100%.
that backlash would turn into sales.
100%.
I've seen it before in 40 years, mate. It's not something new. However, um, I when it comes to the fans of these boxers, who are not beholden to the opinions of their, of their idols and that. And I do get it. The man's showing you love, he's showing your son love, and all the rest of it. And you are indebted to a certain extent when it comes to your loyalty. But my question to you was that, being a fan of his, how do you deal with people with the secondhand embarrassment, as it were? Do you have to word that very carefully?
Yeah, actually, this is a point. When he said that, I think he mentioned, I don't remember, it's the last time after his New York fight. I literally saw that and thought, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
It wasn't as bad as the first time. The very first time when he mentioned, I forget I don't remember. He said, which one takes banana, right? He said this.
Yes, that was funny.
When he said this, and it came, I ended up with lots of inbox messages, lots of remove that profile picture, all of this kind of stuff. Now, I don't mind.
You got his profile picture up. Yeah.
I had me and him a while ago. But I mean, I don't have a problem with people associating that with me. I understand, but I expect that people will actually do their due diligence and see that I'm actually.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate you're guilty by association when it comes to the boxing sport and the gendarmerie of the boxing.
You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. And to be honest, Marv, you made a really good point of when you said, what Devin Haney said, a lot of that slides over past people. He did really say, I will never lose to a white dude. Totally unnecessary, totally ridiculous. Doesn't make any sense. There's plenty that doesn't have anything to do with boxing.
He did apologize for that, to be fair. He did apologize.
He did. And people have been using racism to sell fights for many years. I remember Muhammad Ali was trying to show Chuck to say the N-word, you know what I'm saying, to sell the fight. And Chuck was like,
Johnny Leston,
the neighborhood I come from. You know
Can I add to the point is that I don't mind if people do generally want to support by the race is okay, it's no problem. But the problem that I have, if they want to do that, they can do that. But what I don't like the most is that there are some people, one week they say Teofimo is such an arsehole, such a racist, and then they said, oh, congratulations to Oliver McCall, 55 years old, or whatever it was, forgetting that when the lead up to that Frank Bruno fight, he was hammering the fuck out of him, calling him an Uncle Tom and a fake black guy. I mean, that is serious shit, and they don't care about that. So it feels to me like it's selective. It's absolutely selective in terms of what offends people.
Oh, yeah, this is not. It's selective. What I'm saying?
Yeah, but what they'll do, Marv, they'll argue back against that, saying, but it's in 4K, 8K, and all the rest of it. There's no getting the era of ambiguity was always with these race baiting matchups back in the day, because it was only ever revealed to the press. Your tabloid media. These days, you've got social media, you've got live mobile phones, and everything's in real time. Whereas back then, you only got to hear of these things weeks and months later, and you think, oh, did he see that? And that's terrible, and all the rest of it. So, it's you're very much and I don't think a lot of boxers actually are clued up. It's just the realities of how accountable what comes out of their mouth is to the fans out there and to the general public.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna play a game real quick. I'm gonna play a game with Marv real quick.
Let's do it.
What we gonna do? I'm gonna play a clip. I'm gonna play a clip, and I want you to tell me the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
Is you and Teofimo Lopez. There's been a lot made, Mike Coppinger, of when and where this will take place.
Look, there's definitely talks about it. There's a lot of hope that we're going to see this fight. Two of the best fighters in the sport.
Yeah, that's what we want. We want to set it up.
Top guys.
We want to set it up. No, hold on, Shady. Long as y'all don't fight. Long as y'all don't fight. No. Shady, stay between them.
All right, man. The fight coming soon.
Yeah. So
size each other up a little bit, okay.
Teo, let me ask you this.
What's going on right? Okay. Okay, all right, okay.
So Shakur Stevenson's never lost. He's a silver medalist in the Olympics because he's a kid fighting a very experienced guy. I mean, that's what happens when you go up against the Cubans in the Olympics. Teofimo Lopez was undefeated, beat Lomachenko when Lomachenko was the king of the universe.
Who did that?
Was upset by Kambosos, had a medical issue, but came back, didn't do quite enough, lost. Everyone wrote him off. Beats Josh Taylor. He is a two-time two-weight division champion, Ring Magazine champion. There haven't been that many of those in boxing history. Teo, why is it you? Like, no big name will fight him. Zepeda is not a name like you. Why is it you that looks like you're on your way to accepting that challenge?
First off, got to thank God for just being here, most importantly. But nevertheless, I look at it like this, in order for people to see and make boxing great again, you got to fight the best, correct? Right. So if he's the best at 35, he's willing to come up to my weight division at 140. We lace it up, we make it happen, and we know at the end of it, I think we've known this since we were signed to Top Rank in our career. I think that we both understand that the winner of this is the leader of the new school, leader of the new generation. The old is out, the new is coming in.
And to me, it's...
Marv, you got to talk to me. You got to talk to me. How did this fight play out? You got to tell me. I need to hear you. You got to tell me. How did this fight play out?
Trace, how you feeling? All right.
All right. Well, we're gonna see Teofimo Lopez dominate this guy. He's got the IQ, he's got the power, he's got the speed. I think he needs to be quick for this fight, though, because Shakur's got that kind of quick twitch thing. But for me, Teofimo is a better fighter than Shakur Stevenson, and I'll stick to that. Whether or not whatever happens in the fight, fair enough. But for me, I think that if he uses his IQ, he's going to win that fight, because Shakur gets hit a lot by right hands. Teofimo's really good with the right hand. Teofimo have to use his jab a bit more. I think that a lot of people seem to just think that Shakur's just going to move around the ring laterally and frustrate him. But then they forget the fact that against Sandor Martin and Jermaine Ortiz, he won those fights. And Jermaine Ortiz is actually much bigger than his weight class. He's much bigger than his weight class. Sandor Martin, a very good fighter, lost to Puello by like a round. He retired Mikey Garcia. These are serious opponents. They're serious opponents. No matter which way you thought the fight went. Jermaine Ortiz and Loma was a one-round fight. Sandor Martin and Puello is a one-round fight. Has Shakur fought anyone of this level? Has he fought anyone that is as good as Teofimo? People saying it's gonna be a one-sided fight.
No.
What? He fought Zepeda. I rate Zepeda. I think Zepeda's good. He's quick. He throws a lot of punches, comes forward. He's a good fighter. He won rounds in this fight. He won 4 rounds. In my opinion, he won 4 rounds. I mean, obviously Shakur won the fight, but he won rounds. Now, is Zepeda better than Teofimo Lopez? No one in their right mind is going to say yes. And I mean, no disrespect to Zepeda, because I do like the fighter. But you're looking down the resumes of who Shakur's actually been in with. Edwin De Los Santos, is he that good? He lost to some guy, William Foster Jr. 2, number 3, 4. I can't remember his name. He lost to some dude like this. I like Edwin De Los Santos. I do think he's a good fighter. But is he Teofimo Lopez? No, he's not. Jamel Herring, not even on the same planet as Teofimo in terms of level. Who else he fought? Robson Conceição, a decent fighter, Conceição.
Can I rebut, please?
Hold on. Let him cook.
He cheated against Conceição. He came in overweight. So, who has he actually won against? Oscar Valdez, counterpuncher. Perfectly fits Shakur's style of fighting. Has he fought anyone that counteracts his style of fighting? Has he fought anyone with a similar IQ level? I don't think so. I would have loved to have seen the fight with Schofield. That was the one I wanted to see. This was a good matchup. It's a better matchup than the Zepeda one was. But we didn't get that fight. We didn't get it. We got Josh Bradley. We got Josh Bradley.
Can I speak?
Exactly. I'm with you on that, Marv. I feel like with these fighters, right? You listen, you got all the facts, Marv. You played it out. Shakur, Steve, these guys, I feel like they both are each other's best opponents that they both are facing.
For sure.
I think that Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez is the best fighter he has to date, and I think that Shakur is the best fighter that Teofimo Lopez has got up to date.
Can I respond? Can I say something?
We don't need what's your question for Bob?
Me, a question?
Yeah, you had a question for him, right?
No, I just wanted to kind of talk to the point that he's making about Shakur and the CV, right? And I hear you, but earlier you said something that stuck to me, and you saying that you was against Crawford, and you were saying because who has he fought before you fought the people, and then what you're not realizing is that sometimes these careers are put like that for a reason. It wasn't Crawford not fighting people. It was Crawford couldn't get the fights. Do you get what I'm saying? We saw Crawford.
He could have got the boots. He could have got the
what, sorry?
He could have had the boots fight, the Ortiz fight, more recently.
All right, cool. But that's more recent. Okay, but I'm talking about his whole career in terms of, come on, we saw how long he chased Errol Spence for. You see him sign to PBC to get that fight. Like, that's just an example. Like, we can't, and then he's having the fights. We said, oh, he's gone through Errol Spence. That was the biggest fight. That was built over for so long. And he just washed him. Like, and it wasn't for any kind of reason. It's similar to Alexander Usyk, bro. Before Turki Al-Sheikh came in, Usyk couldn't get the fights. So we wouldn't be able to see how great he is. It's impossible if he doesn't get the fights. Yeah, he got the job. So hold on, and I'm not putting Shakur in that bracket, but I'm just saying, like, with everything that I'm saying, you probably have the knowledge on me in terms of what Shakur done, if he's cheated and overweight, everything else. No, he said overweight. That's how he came in, overweight or whatever that was. That's not the point I'm speaking to. But I'll just speak to what I know. Philip Schofield. What's his name?
Philip Schofield.
Floyd Schofield. Why did that fight not happen? I'll just that's a quick fight.
Schofield fell ill.
Right. Thank you. Frank Martin. I remember Frank Martin signed to fight Shakur. Why did that not happen? There's even Zepeda, right? Zepeda was the mandatory to Shakur.
Yeah, Vin, I hear what you're saying, but we're not talking. No. I hear what you're saying, but Vin, this is what he's trying to get to. We're not saying we're saying who they got into it, not why these fights didn't happen.
Yeah, but all I mean is that that's not a thing to go against Shakur to say.
I hear that. Listen, we're not saying that this is a lick against them. You're going around the joint. That's why I was like, where's he going with this? We're not mentioning the fact that this fight, we get it. You're a champ for them. You love TC. You love Shakur Stevenson. We get that. But we're talking about who these guys have been in the ring with. We're talking about Teofimo Lopez, who he's been in the ring with.
Yeah, they're both in the best.
Stevenson, who's been in the ring with. We're not talking about the politics. We're not talking about why these fights. Who has been in the ring with better competition so far?
Yeah. All right. I was just going against the CV run.
Actually, his argument is good for Crawford. I think his argument is good. What I was saying is that at that time, he could not get the fights. He's right. He couldn't get the fights because they had all the belts on PBC. They were not going to give him back. But the problem, what I don't like is when they say that he couldn't have had the fight with like Thurman, for example. Now, Thurman only didn't do the fight because he chose the Pacquiao one. There's much bigger for legacy at that time, and he lost. And when Thurman lost this fight, he was frozen out Thurman got frozen out. They never give him anything. Even now, I was at the Pacquiao, the Pacquiao event the other month, and Thurman was in the media. He was in the media room, and he said, because I was there, I could see it. He said that he wants all of those fights, but anytime he asks for someone a big fight, they say get a belt, get a belt, get a belt, but no one will give him the top.
Yeah.
And then they called up like Boots or I can't remember. Charlo. And Charlo said, first thing he said, you ain't got a belt. And so I understand the freezing out, but the thing is, Crawford, before this Canelo fight, he could have fought in 54. He could have had Bakram Muratsaliev. He didn't take it. He could have had Fundora because it was the mandatory for the belt. He could have had Zhu before that. I think he should have done that one. He didn't do it. He could have
Is this after? Is this before or after Madrimov?
After Spence, yeah, after and before Madrimov. They offered Thurman the Madrimov fight too.
Hold on. I want to wheel this in because I don't want to get on there.
I'm just responding.
We're not talking about Crawford. I don't want to talk about Crawford. I get it. We don't want to talk about Crawford. I want to talk about this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're talking about today. Vam, who do you think? I'm gonna ask you, Vam. I'm gonna bring this question to you, Vam. You was passionate about Crawford. You was passionate about school. I want to ask you this: who do you think? Because he was just cooking. You tell me, who do you think got the better resume so far?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I think they got similar resumes. You can look at it in different ways, but I think Shakur got a better resume. Technically, of course, Shakur's undefeated. Shakur.
Hold on. Okay. I'm talking about not talk about record, not talk about resume. Talking about opponents. Who you thought?
Okay.
Face.
Oh, that's Tio. Tio's fought better opposition. But my point was that sometimes is. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh no, Tio's fought better opposition. But my point was as how Marv was making that point, and it was if. So not saying that that's what you're doing. So if you was using that against Shakur, that Tio is going to win because he's fought better opposition. My point is that sometimes people they can't get the fights. Is what I'm saying. So we're going to see what happens. Just like similarly, Crawford couldn't get the fights, and then we saw what happened. And that's why I use Usyk as an example.
I'm not saying he won't win because of the resume.
Right.
I don't think
then we got that. Then I agree. Tio's gotten in the ring with a lot better opponents.
Okay. We know Teofimo Lopez is one of your favorite fighters, Marv. But I want to lock in. You got to give me 4 other fighters that is Marv the greatest favorite fighters.
Okay, it's a good question.
As a matter of fact, we're gonna do a 2-part, right? Because I know you've been loving this sport for a while, right? And it'll be a disservice if I only win about it halfway, right? So I gotta say, of greatest of all times, who is your 5 fighters, your greatest fighters of all time, Marv's favorite fighters of all times, and then we'll get to the new school.
Are we talking favorite or who I believe is the best?
Your personal favorite. Your 5 personal favorites.
Okay. Okay, so I've got in there Pacquiao, Roberto Duran, Hector Macho Camacho, Hamid Ali, and if I was to add one that was more of a personal favorite rather than best ever, is Frank Bruno.
I'm not mad at that. Right now, you got Teofimo Lopez up there. Give me 4 other fighters, active fighters right now that you are rocking with.
Jesus Ramos Jr., Carmel Moulton, Adam Azim, David Benavidez, and one more that I really like. I don't want to use an obvious one like Inoue. I want one that's maybe a bit further down the card. I like Carmel a lot. He's definitely one that I think is going to be one of the very best. Obviously, I like David Benavidez a lot. Love seeing him fight. Ramos is fire. I absolutely love Ramos. He's definitely up there. Who should I go for? I said Adam Azim. I like Shiraz. I like Hamza Shiraz a lot as well. I just got such a wide taste. My taste is very wide these days. I can get something from any fighter that I'm like, okay, I can watch you. I was saying the other day, I think every fight, like the ones that you pay to go and see, they need that wow. They need that kind of wow Oh no, Thurman would be, because he's a current. I'd put Thurman as my 4 or 5. They got that thing where they throw it, they connect a punch. You're like, oh, like Mayweather used to have. It'd be backing up, it'd crack you with a straight right over, hook straight, boom, boom, get out of range. It'd be like that. A lot of fighters don't have that now, do they? So I normally pick ones that I go to see them live, and I'm like, wow, yeah, I love that.
I gotta salute you too, Marv. Like, that's super dope that that you go out to the shows. You actually, I actually really respect your opinion. Marv, I really respect your opinion, and I check on what you're gonna say. The reason why, right, is because you have your favorites, but you know how to not be biased. You can tell, even if you like somebody, you can tell their faults, and people don't tap in with you like that. They just like to see that, And what I respect from you is that you actually go to the fights. You actually go and link up with the fighters. You actually support the sport.
Yeah.
So many people talk this crap and never spent their hard-earned money to watch these fights. People talk this crap, never spent their hard-earned money supporting the fighter, buying the merch. You know what I'm saying? They want to wave their flags for their fighter, but they don't really support the fighter. They get online, they want to, talk this man. They don't spend their dollars going to the fights.
Exactly.
So I respect you. I respect you for doing all that. You know what I'm saying?
Most people don't even buy the fights, bro. So
I was just gonna say the majority of the criticism comes from fire stickers.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, you got to quote that. You know what I'm saying? Because
hey, listen, Marv, why even wasting time with people? Like, they're a fire sticker, bro. Just respond to them with that shit. How many fights they've been to? How much have they spent this year on boxing? That's the end of the conversation, bro.
Show me some receipts.
Super fan versus casual fan. We know the answer. Who runs boxing?
It's of course the super fan are going to pay your tickets. The casuals are only going to pay for 4 fighters max. People like we talk about Shakur Stevenson, but like he and Teofimo, they kind of sell similar amounts of tickets in their fights. Unfortunately, only the hardcore are going to turn up for those.
Yeah, we was just talking about it before you came on. We said yes. We
wait, what?
We are going to watch this fight. We are going to tune in for this fight. I hope this is going to be a fight. We're going to be locked in for this fight.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Hopefully,
over for at least a week.
Do a watch along. If we're not at the fight, me and you can lock in and do a watch along from home for the people. Yep. And this will be a wonderful one for the record books. But we will love this fight. But I feel like who's going to do the most numbers?
Stop it. That's a different kind of sport. That comes under WWE wrestling category, scripted, brand new boxing fans, misfit fans, YouTube fans, whatever you want to call them. Yes, your hardcore will watch it because there's, it might not be the same weekend as another big fight. That's where they'll watch it. Other than that, if you used to put Teo and Shakur on the same night as Jake Paul and Tank, there's only one winner for the boxers.
Yeah, we're going to watch this, but we already know to do record-breaking numbers. That's my Floyd impression, Marv. Record-breaking numbers.
Hands up. And that's another check that I haven't cashed.
In order to do record-breaking numbers, you got to have the casuals involved.
The thing is, Mayweather knew to keep the interest because there were rarely fights of his that were really that bad. If you go back and watch them and compare it to some of the weaker fights we get nowadays, it's they all had entertainment value. I wonder about I mean, I don't really have a problem with the Tank Jake Paul thing. I'm not going to buy it. I mean, I'll watch it on Netflix like the rest of everyone else will do. I think the argument is more about what will you get from Tank other than this. I think because like when you're at near the top, you want to see that fighter have the biggest fights, the fights that fans want to see, like the Shakur one. We wanted Tank and Shakur a while back. We didn't get that, and I think it's just unfortunate. There are a lot of fights that just go, they come and go, and you miss them, or you get them too late, like Spence Crawford, 4 years too late, like Kell Brook Ahmed Khan. We got it like 7 years late. Pacquiao Mayweather, 7 years late. This is the unfortunate thing. There's only so much you can saturate it, but then what happens when one loses? It's then you lose. The fans lose.
I'm glad you brought that up, Marv. I got one last question for you before we get up out of here, man. We've been locked in. Thank you for joining me and being dropping in for me for this hour. We got to do it again, Marv.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely with something else. I definitely got to pick your brain about some other stuff, and I definitely have you for the watch along if you're available for Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez when it happens. Other than that fight, what fights are you most looking forward to before the year ends?
Oh, good question. I'm excited about the Benavidez card. I think that, by the way, the most important for me is the Fundora Thurman because I'm going.
Yeah.
So, I'm really excited for this because Ramos can win. You can get like a title shot after this. If Thurman gets the win, that's an incredible achievement. Age 36. You know, we've got Shock Foster and Fulton on there as well.
That was a good card as well.
They bring it. So I'm excited for that. But those fights I'm kind of into. I like Brian Norman could be quite interesting.
Hold on. We about to get to that. I don't want you to rush over the like you said, Ramos Jr. He's in there with Baby Shane, correct?
Yeah, Shane Mosley Jr. Yeah, good fight.
Yeah, he's gonna be in there fighting Baby Shane. That's a good one. And then O'Shaquie Foster and Fulton, Stephen Fulton. That's a great. Yo, you know what's so dope? Once you said it, you're gonna be in the building. You're gonna be there for the fight, which is extremely dope, man. Shout out to you. Now you mentioned the fight. Here we go. We're gonna pull it up right now. Wow, you see the magic. There we go. You see the magic. You know what I'm saying?
Jesse Rodriguez as well.
Yeah, David Benavidez versus Anthony Yard. Then you got Abdullah Mason for his first title shot versus Sam Noakes. Yep. You got Jesse Bam Rodriguez and David Haney versus Brian Norman Jr.
Great card.
That's a fantastic card.
Yeah.
I need to get David Benavidez. I know it's your guy versus Anthony Yard. Say it to me first. Who do you got in that fight, Mark?
I think Benavidez is going to win this fight. I like Anthony Yard. Last fight of Yard, he looked a bit slow, didn't he? I think I'm not sure if he's really got it there. But I like the fighter. I think he's took a lot of hard fights, and I don't necessarily hasn't really received a lot of the respect he actually deserves, in my opinion. I think he's a very good.
Yeah, he's one of those tough guys who learned on the job. You know what I'm saying? I think he's like a Gabe Rosado, but better. You know what I'm saying? One of those guys.
Yard's a good fighter. He's a very good fighter, and he's athletic, very strong. I think it's be a good fight.
The young warrior Abdullah Mason is going against another young warrior, Sam Noakes. This is actually a good card.
Fight.
A lot of people over here in the States is kind of sleeping on my man Sam Noakes because they are not familiar with him. But he's a great fighter. Who do you got in that fight? You know, I'm leaning towards Abdullah, but Sam Noakes is no slouch. Who you got in that fight?
I've also got Abdullah Mason. I think he's one of the top ones coming up. And I saw him very nice in person too. One of the nicest ones I met. He stopped. He's like really appreciative of the fans and stuff. So I like him a lot. And he got a knockout in the fight. I was there right in front of me. I was sitting on the floor and he cracked this other dude. Like I think hopefully he's tightened up on his defense a bit more because Noakes is not bad. From what I've seen a couple, not a lot of fights, I've seen a couple of fights where he's got the stoppage. So I think it's a nice fight. I think Mason will take it though. I think he's probably a little further along than probably Mr. Neutral probably knows a bit more about Sam Noakes than me. But I think it will be a good fight.
Yeah, you're just showing off right now. He was like, "Yeah, I was at the fight. I ran into him. You know, he's a cool kid." You know?
He was on the Teofimo card. He was on the Teofimo Ortiz card in Mandalay Bay.
Dope. Ben Rodriguez, that's everybody's favorite Mexican American. Ben Rodriguez is going against Fernando Martinez. Who do you got? I'm sure we're picking the same guy.
Bam isn't designed to lose at this stage of his career. I wish he would have had Chocolatito about 6 years ago. I think
the legend killer, Ben Rodriguez. That's what he is right now, the legend killer.
I think that Chocolatito had a little bit more than him, but it's just a shame that they will probably fight, but it will be when Chocolatito was 500 years old and, you know, claimed that he's the best in the world after beating him like recently.
This the big fight, the main fight. I got the privilege of interviewing both dads.
Sick.
You know,
that's legendary, by the way.
I got a chance to interview Bill Mooney, and I got the pleasure to interview Brian Norman. Both were electrifying interviews. If you haven't checked it out, people, everybody that's locked in right now, please go check it in. Once again, shout out to everybody that's locked in. We got my bro Marv the Great in the building. Shout out to Vamp and Mr. Neutral that's here locked in with me as well. Yes. So had both of these guys' daddies on my show, and these guys are both confident in their son. Who do you got in this fight? Are you with Mr. Neutral?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Obviously, I will go for Brian Norman because of the power. I think, and I don't think his boxing skills are given enough credit. I think that he's good with that. He can cut the ring off. He's got the left hook of glory. I think that he will take the fight because at the moment he's looking really peak. But you never know. Devin Haney might have something there to show us, but he's got to show a lot better than what he did in that last fight. That was embarrassing.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, man, once again, man, it was really dope. It was really dope having you on, Marv, man. I really appreciate it. You tap it in with me. Much love to you. Shout out to everybody once again for tapping in. Shout out to Trey, everybody in the comment section for holding it down, man.
Thanks, Trey.
Big up, Trey.
Like Trey would say. Yeah, once again, I can't thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for tapping in with your boy. We're gonna have a couple play. You know, I'm gonna play the D-Rock outro. I'm gonna play the my promo because you know I got my Trofiki song out right now on all streaming services. We're dropping the video soon. Hopefully we'll have it for y'all next week so we can play it on air. You know what I mean? That would be really dope to have it for y'all. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you everybody for tuning in. It really means a lot. It means more than you will ever know. Once again, shout out to Vamp, my bro. You already know how we locked in Buckingham Palace. Can't wait to come over there. We locked in. Mr. Neutral. Yeah, you already know. I'll be over there in February. Shout out to Mr. Neutral, the classy one. Me and Mr. Neutral, we got a show coming. Oh, I wasn't even supposed to say. I was.
Tell him.
Me and Mr. Neutral, we got a show that's going to be everybody's favorite show, especially if you love boxing. I know Marv's going to tune in, especially if you love the old classic fights. You get to shop it with the commissioner and the classy one, Mr. Neutral. When we,
I'll be there, man. I'll be in there. I'll be in the comments, bro.
You already know we're going to do it real big. Once again, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Let's have a word from our sponsors and be out of here. Marv the Great, please let the people know where they can find you at.
You can find me at Marv Goat Hero on Twitter, or X as they now call it. You can find me in Vegas for the next big fight. Not if you're a hater, don't come and kill me or try. But no, yeah. Also, you'll see me on there. Also on Undisputed, the video game where I'm knocking out all bums.
Jeez. What console do you play on, Marv?
I play on PS5. We can get a game when I'm unbanned.
You can get the game on what?
When I'm unbanned. I got banned on PlayStation.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot about you. This is crazy.
You got to tune in with Marv.
I got banned because like someone was playing me and sending me lots of abuse, so I just sent it back and I got banned. You know, like on Twitter, the same kind of stuff.
Crazy. Fair enough.
Yeah. They can't even hear me talk in that one, and they still send it to me. So I think I just attract it to me.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it. This is intriguing. Fair enough.
Nah, that's dope.
Great to speak to you,
Mr. Neutral. Let the people know where they can find you.
Thank you, Joe. Yeah, Neutral's calling on X. You can find me there. I'm lecturing about making the odd, cretinous statement here about boxing now and then. It's an acquired taste, but you can find me there.
Yeah, Red Corner Boxing. They got me in this prediction league, man. It's crazy. It's very intense, very competitive. We're talking trash to each other. It's going down. Bam, let the people know where they can meet you.
Right, cool. VxMP, man, type that anywhere, and that's how I spell it, so that's how you see it. VxMP Twitch. I'm on Twitch. I talk my shit on boxing and football. VxMP, I'm right here on YouTube.
Who's your football? Who's your football
Manchester
team?
United.
No, it was the worst answer you could have ever given.
I think that's Trey's. I gotta find out. Trey, where you at? If you in the comment section, is that your favorite team?
Listen, Man United have supported my music, so I owe them my support a little bit.
Fair, good for them.
We've done some.
See what? There's the effect you're talking about, Marv.
Yeah, that's
it. You got a link with Marv in the comment section. Let's see what Trey was saying. Yeah, we together. You see, that's Trey's team. Trey got to send me one of the joints. Trey got the whole get up and everything, man. So
he's a super fan.
Before I get the last one out, I'm on X. VxMP FKM. That's me. X.
You already. Yep. We got Buckingham Palace Part 2 coming too. Like I said, once again, we are out of here. Much love and respect, man. Shout out to Marv. Shout out to the classic one, Mr. Neutral, and shout out to Vamp, man. This has been one of the ones. I appreciate you guys. Chill Fiki out now. Yeah.
Yo.
Out of here.
It's another band. All the Muslim cars now, whichever get up. I talk my card with a sweet one, please. Someone flicks me a bag by the it's another one. It's another one, yeah. It's a full strand, yeah. It's another one. It's another one, yeah.